Good day, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sabelo Zuma, and let us just dive into it without wasting no time. We know that the ANC, it is a tradition that on the 8th of January, they hold what we call the January 8th statement, where they will be updating the country about their progress, right? And telling the country about their future plans. So they were at around Gugulethu and khayelitsha, just inviting the communities to come to this big event. And you've seen the video of what has transpired between Paul Mashatile's police personnel and the controversy concerning that brother who just came there and was chasing them away, right? Because when presidents about to come to a place or any place around, what they do is that there's a task team, a police team that will be sent, right? And bodyguards and private corps and soldiers that will be sent to survey the place for safety, for security purposes, right? And to search maybe if there are not threats that will be against the president, right? And maybe they will communicate to those people who are there to say that no, the president is coming at this time, and who will be there, so that we need to know everyone. So what has happened is that when all this transpired, the guy was not there. He was just somewhere. So when he came, now he found the ANC leaders, he found the ANC members there in his house, right? And it just caused some chaos. And I don't know why he acted like that. He was just out of order. The truth needs to be told, right? So I'm like, who is this man? This man, are you telling me that he doesn't know Paul Mashatile's bodyguard? You remember when Paul Mashatile's bodyguard did this?
Honey, look what's happening here. Lord, come on!
No, you know what they did? They disturbed them. This ones, they can kill you.
A Paul Mashatile bodyguard can beat a man like nobody's business. They just gave a beating to those two guys, and they just left them flat on the highway, right? We know about the incident. It happened a year ago, that if you mess with Paul Mashatile's bodyguard, you'll get what we are calling for, right? So this man just jumps right in the middle of them. I understand this is his house, but he just jumped there in the middle.
In my house. No, man, you guys must leave. I don't want to hear anything. You must leave. You cannot tell me that I can enter my own home. Oh, man, they must leave. Now, all of you must leave.
And Paul Mashatile's bodyguard manhandled him, and there was chaos, and they started to chase them out. I need to give that man the cup of the year, the cup of the century, the cup of the decade, right? This man is the first man to chase out the president of South Africa, to say, go out of my house. This man is not a player, he's not a joker. But I question the character of that man. You know why I say that? Because that man knew that the president was there. That man knew very well that the ANC leaders was there, because when he came in, there were people outside his yard, right? In the streets, there were people, there were ANC members who were wearing ANC t-shirts, right? Are you saying that they didn't explain to him of what was happening, right? There were black cars, convoys, right? Police cars, police were there, maybe soldiers were there outside, because when you are a president, the soldiers will be present, the police will be present, private corps will be present, right? So are you saying that you'll pass these people without asking them of what is happening, and you come in with that attitude? No. That guy was wrong. His approach was wrong, right? I suspect that that guy does not like the ANC. I just saw a person who's fighting the ANC to say, go out. I don't want to hear. That guy hates the ANC. Let me tell you something, a secret. You can't behave like that, right? While there is a group, a crowd of people outside your yard, and you pass all of them just to enter the house and to cause chaos. No, that approach was wrong, right? But we give credit to the deputy president of how he handled the situation, and he just humbled himself and apologized to the man, in which later he understands, right? So now he came out and has something to say about the DA. So that one was very interesting because Gugulethu just responded with the tweet. So what was the controversy about now? Paul Mashatile says that in this area, it is clear that the DA has neglected them, right? That is why the storages are blasting, there are no roads, there are shacks, right? So the place is very poor, underdeveloped, right? Then he's saying that no, the DA is biased. They are focusing on the cities and the suburbs, right? And when he said all of this when he was interviewed by the journalist, right? And this immediately reached Gugulethu, and she just responded and wrote on X account to say that the Deputy President Paul Mashatile is speaking bull. You know what I mean, right? So looking at this, I was asking myself to say that what if Paul Mashatile becomes the president? I don't see him having a good relationship with Hellen Zille, right? So another thing that I want us to look at, where is John Steenhuisen? Is he not the leader of the DA? Why now we always see Gugulethu taking the position of being a leader, right? So where is John Steenhuisen? This thing of the DA is very shocking, right? And why did the deputy president have now to always find a scapegoat? They always find someone to blame. If they are not blaming the opposition, they will be blaming apartheid. I don't know the capacity of the ANC comrades of how they reason. All of them, they are like that. It is very funny that the ANC is still using the same technique as they were using 30 years ago. They will only go to the people when they want the people to support them, to come to their events, or when they want people to vote for them. And people that the community were asking such questions to the leaders of the ANC to say, why are you coming now? When we need you guys, you are nowhere to be found. But now you come and you invite us. You are inviting hungry people, poor people, people who are walking upon sewages, people who are staying in shacks, and you want them to promise glory, heaven and earth. We are inviting these people to come and celebrate with you. To celebrate what? Right? So these people raised their concern, and the blessed explanation that you can give as a deputy president was to blame others. Where is introspection? Why don't you not smell your armpit and see you're wrong and take responsibility? Because as much as the DA is ruling Cape Town, you are ruling South Africa, right? You are in charge of South Africa, and you are a deputy president, not a minister. You need to take responsibility and inspire hope and give hope to the people who are hopeless, not to find scapegoats. Because as soon as you find people to accuse, you are not seeing you're wrong. It means you are not responsible for this mess. But look at the entire country. Look at different townships. Look at the state of our road, right? Things are bad, right, for the country, which now on those parts of the country are being managed by the ANC, right? But they are bad like that one, that the deputy president was shifting the blame upon. It's just the same thing, just different areas, but the same thing. Even where ANC is governing, things are bad. Switches are blasting left, right, and center. The state of the road, there are holes left. You can't even drive straight. So things are just bad like that, right? So the ANC leaders, seems like your wisdom was left there in exile.